Hey liebe Leute, willkommen zurück zu Let's Play The Dark RITES of Arkham. Ein Spiel, was wir im letzten Part vorgestern begonnen haben und heute weiterspielen. Oh, wow. Wir sind Detective Dingsbums. Wie heiße ich ihn nochmal? Ich hab's vergessen. Naja, das finden wir gleich nochmal raus. Und wir haben einen sehr weirden Mordfall kennengelernt im letzten Part. Und da sollen dem jetzt auf den Grund gehen. Nur irgendwo haben wir noch einen Partner, den wir erstmal kennenlernen sollen. Und da kümmern wir uns drum. Aber erstmal, hi Lee Archer. Ah, Foster. Heard you were back. Hadn't seen you around. Are you holding up? Good, I guess. Well, you've got the boys all pissed off, you know that. Yeah, not exactly prom king around here. They blame you for Mac. You too, huh? Me? Nah, happens. We're cops. Comes with the territory. Where's Mac? I'm not to blame for what happened to Mac. Yeah, I know. But you gotta admit, the story you told was a little off. Having fun with that coin. Note this. Busted a shell game hustler near Wandre. The guy was pretty good, you know. I told him that if he showed me the trick, I'd talk to the judge to get his sentence reduced. Obviously, I ain't telling the judge shit. Want me to show you? Come on, if you guess which hand I have the coin in, you can have it. What do you say? Yeah, why not? Alright then, let's go. Alright, where's the coin? Left hand? Alright. Left. Tough luck, Foster. You're a detective. You should have known where it was. Halt die Fresse. Kann ich da irgendwas mit Items machen? Nee, ne? Der verarscht mich doch. Some detective you are. Ja, du verarscht mich. Okay. I don't have anything burning. I don't see anything burning. Nee, ich schon. Mein Leben. Someone ditched something wrapped in newspaper. This is coming with me. What? Wühl hat durch den... Okay. There's a 1 in a million chance that it contains something valuable. Then again, you never know. Dann machen wir auf. Ist das ein verschimmeltes Brot? Pastrami with cheese. Or at least that's what I gather from the greenish moldy filling. Warum? Hier, bitteschön. I don't want to give that to Archer. Okay, ich hätte es ihm gern gegeben. Taking the stairs when there's an elevator. I'll leave that to the young bucks. Okay. Dann fahren wir mal runter. Ich glaube, im Keller hieß es, sollen wir unseren Partner kennenlernen, oder? Stay dry. Basement. Ach du Scheiße. Huh. I think this is the first time I've been down to the basement. Empty. Alright, let's check the next one. There's a toolbox. Rusted solid, completely useless. Schade. I'm not curing brownouts by poking blinded breakers. They're coming from the elevated train on Barlow Street right behind the station. Okay. Brauche ich eigentlich alles nicht. Office supplies, or so the label says. Well, look at that. Whole box full of letter openers. I'm done shredding envelopes with my nails, especially since I've been chewing them to nubs. Okay, es lohnt sich also hier schon mal wirklich, sich wieder allen möglichen Scheiß anzugucken. Okay. So, this is where they stashed you, huh, Calvin? Smart move sitting out the 28 election. You dodged a bullet not having to manage this whole damn crisis. Guess this is where they parked my new partner. What was his name again? Holden? Hunter? Ah, damn it. It's right there on the plaque. Harvey Whitman. Harvey! Harvey Whitman! I'm Jack Foster, your new partner. Damn it. What the? Genau, das wollte ich auch gerade sagen. Oh! Oh, you must be Jack Foster, my partner. And you're Harry. I mean Harvey. Harvey Whitman. A pleasure. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna shake your hand. Of course you won't. You just came out of the bathroom. That's not the reason. I think shaking hands is a social convention that disregards those who find physical contact. Okay, cut the crap. The captain already told me you were an hot dog. He said that. He also said you wanted to talk to me about the case. Yes, come with me. I took the liberty of making a rendering of the tattoo on our victim's bag based on the crime scene photos. Why, I already drew it. Your sketch was rather crude, and several symbols do not correspond to their original positions. I apologize if I offended you, but it's a matter of organization. Don't sweat it. Around here everything's organized. Even crime. I prefer not to show crime scene photos to civilians, so I drew it as faithfully as possible. Hold on. What the hell is that? What? Where? In the lower right corner. That symbol that wasn't on the victim's back. It's my signature. Your signature? What is this, an art contest? No, why? Forget it, go on. See these symbols inside the circle? Their origin is lost in the mists of time. Some experts claim they predate cuneiform writing. What? The earliest writing system on record, developed by the ancient Sumerians in Mesopotamia 3,000 years before Christ. I studied these symbols years ago. It's a very basic concept-based script. Can you read them? What do they say? I'm a bit rusty, but several can be translated as repulsion or rejection. Now, look at the ones that follow the line of the circle. They look like arrows. Exactly, and they all point outward. A similar symbology is reflected in several spells in the Cult de Gaulle, written by Count d'Erlet. This all suggests a warding spell. According to the Book of Ibon, for this type of spell to be effective, the pattern must be duplicated between the person to be protected and the space where they want to be protected. So you're saying the tattoo on the victim's back and the symbol on the floor. According to your theory, the guy wasn't a victim of a ritual. He was protecting himself. Protecting himself from who? Or from what? I have a question. The symbol in the center. You haven't mentioned it. What does it mean? I cannot say for certain. I believe it could be the emblem of an order. I've combed through my entire library looking for its meaning or a similar pattern, but I haven't been able to find it. However, for several years now, I've been in contact with a man who's very knowledgeable about occult symbolism, Benjamin Marsh. He's an antiquarian and one of the leading experts on the subject, and he's here in Arkham. He's a very private person. He always refused to meet in person. We only communicated by letter. Lately, he hasn't been answering my letters. I fear something may have happened to him. Sounds like we should pay the social butterfly a visit. Might give us a clue to the victim's identity if we crack that emblem. Function. There's also the matter of the hand found next to the body. The charred one, right? I'll second Vic at the scene. His prints don't match anyone in our files. We don't know his identity. We haven't found the source of the fire or any fuel that caused it. I have analyzed the photograph and have come to the conclusion that this type of charring is quite unusual, typical of spontaneous human combustion, a phenomenon that is not very common but real. Wait a second, spontaneous what now? Say that again. That the man burned without any external source of ignition. I beg your pardon. That the victim burned on its own. You're kidding me, that's even possible. Absolutely. In fact, this morning I read a story in today's edition of the Arkham Advertiser about a lecturer by a certain Philip Moore who studies these phenomena. We can present the case to him and perhaps establish a connection between the protection spell and the spontaneous human combustion of the second victim. Oh, hold on. Are you telling me some black magic hacks cooked him from the inside? You buy into black magic? A year ago I'd have called it bung, but lately, let's say I'm more open-minded. Leave it at that. What about you? My background is in science. I'm supposed to reject these superstitions, but in my years of service I have witnessed things that defy rational explanation. I'm not sure that comforts me, but at least I'm not alone. Okay, so where's this fellow you mentioned giving his talk? I don't remember. I skimmed the news and haven't thought about it until now. All I know is that the lecture is today. Well, grab the newspaper and we'll find out. I don't have it here. Mackenzie took it with him this afternoon. Alright, let's find the newspaper and pay a visit to the expert in symbology. Grab your hat, we're rolling. I don't wear one. Another social convention you don't agree with? No, the lining gives me eczema on my forehead. Good lord. What are you doing? I'm taking the photos of the charred hand. Want to show them to the expert? We're set. Do you have your notebook with you? Yes. Alright, now that we're partners, you're on note duty. Which means I don't have to carry mine. Something tells me my pockets are going to be full before this case is over. Let's go. Oh nein, mein Notizbuch ist weg. Okay, was haben wir hier? The pentagram's got my attention, but the one on the floor is the one I care about. You're not performing satanic rituals and all that crap down here, are you? I will admit I have performed some in the past, purely as a method to better understand the Satanist mindset, but not in this case. I was looking for a correlation between these two symbols for a research project and didn't have another blackboard available. And here I thought you were just summoning Lucifer in your spare time. No, it's just... right, I get the picture. What's the story with these connected dots on the Arkham map? It's an investigation I've been conducting for quite some time. I'm all ears. I don't want to bore you with the details. Okay. Mir angucken. This is your handwriting? That's right. What's wrong? Jeez, you write like you sign your name. Okay. I'd rather you didn't go poking around in those drawers. Why? They've got material from ongoing cases. I'd rather you didn't mess up my files. Okay, partner, is this real? Indeed. I'm not asking how it found its way here. What's it say? You have very small handwriting. It reads, please do not touch any objects on this shelf. I just prefer no one handle my things. Okay, sir. It's not functional. Line doesn't reach down here. It's purely for decoration. Noted. John, I already went. What about you? John's upstairs are always a mess. Doubt this one down here is any better. So I'll pass. Don't worry, I clean it every day. So you won't shake your partner's hand, but you'll scrub a toilet bowl. I doubt that. Okay, spannend. Und Radio, das gucken wir uns noch an und dann gehen wir weiter. This modern record ain't for me. They don't make tunes like they used to. Stimmt, das klingt besser. Es klingt schon anders. Okay, let's recap. We've got two victims. One guy was found with his head ripped clean off, lying on some kind of pentagram. All that was left of the other was his hand, and according to you, it was due to, what did you call it? Spontaneous human combustion. Yeah, that. First victim had a warding spell tattooed on him. What or who was he trying to protect himself from? From the second victim? Alright, let's pretend the fairy dust is real for a minute. Was the second vic the killer and the spell did its job? It's possible that the second victim was collaborating in the ritual and for some reason it all got out of control. I hope you're right, because if I'm being honest, I'm in way over my head on this one. Okay, let's go see your pen pal so he can explain the emblem on the first victim's back. That will give us a clue to his identity. If he belongs to an order or a cult, we may be able to place it. We'll also pay a visit to that Philip Moore guy. He can tell us if there's a connection between that spell and spontaneous human combustion. We need a copy of the Arkham advertiser. I don't remember where that talk will take place. Alright, let's hunt one down. Let's go. Okay, einverstanden. Wir hatten doch eine Zeitung eigentlich im Müll gefunden, ne? Aber vielleicht finden wir noch woanders eine. Let's go pay those two guys a visit. Benjamin Marsh and Philip Moore. The first one can tell us the meaning of the emblem of the first victim's tattoo, and the second one can tell us the connection between... Okay, das hatten wir schon. But first, we should get a copy of the... Yeah. There's an article about the venue for Philip Moore's lecture. He said, let's go. Psychiatrist. Helen Striner. Oh, da sollte ich vielleicht auch noch hin. Aber gucken wir erstmal, ob wir hier vielleicht eine Zeitung irgendwo finden. Hi, Lee. Foster. Ich versuche das jetzt noch einmal hier. Ich nehme nochmal... Ich nehme die Hand nochmal. Ja, fuck you, Bastard, wirklich. Jack. Ich wusste, dass er irgendwas dazu zu sagen hat. What's going on? He's palming it in his sleeve. What? The coin. He keeps it in his sleeve. Okay. Alright, where's the coin? Left hand, right hand. Neither. That's up your sleeve. Oh, Whitman tipped you off, huh? Hey, you! Think you're clever, huh? What? You never open your mouth, and when you do, it's to screw me over. It wasn't a fair game. There was no chance to win. That was the goddamn point, you idiot. Hey, Archer. You're out of line. Do you know who you're working with? Whitman's nothing but a bookworm. He'll ditch you the second things get rough. I don't know about that. What I do know is that you owe me a coin. Oh, fuck it. You want your coin? Here's your blasted coin. Dankeschön. Mit Linken drauf, wenn ich es richtig gesehen habe. Das ist so eine Presidential Coin. Ich habe auch eine. Mark my words, Foster. This guy's gonna leave you high and dry. Well, that was awkward. Was that true? What? He hinted that you have no straight experience. Of course I do. Most of my work is done in the office, but I assist my colleagues if my presence is required. And why'd Archer say it? I don't know. I guess like you, I'm not very popular with my colleagues, but I promise you I'll rise to the occasion. I'll cover you when I have to, and I'll be there when you need me. Are you sure? You should trust what I'm telling you. You're my partner. I know I've just been saying I belong in the loony bin, and he's one of the ones who blames me for what happened to Mac. And when he saw me, the son of a bitch didn't even have the guts to say it to my face. You better be up to it out there, Harvey. I will, don't worry about it. Let's move. Okay, ich suche aber immer noch eine Zeitung. Und da würde ich mich auch hier erstmal fertig... Oh, the captain's not around and his office is locked up tight. Okay. Gut, dann vielleicht oben in den Evidence- oder Office-Bereichen würde ich auf jeden Fall nochmal gucken, ob wir eine eine Zeitung finden. Hi. Our new president, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The so-called experts thinks he pulls us out of this whole mess. So, who would you pull the lever in the last election? The vote is secret? Figured. The Socialist Party of America, huh? Okay. To the evidence storage room. Moin. Ich glaube, hier werde ich wahrscheinlich keine Zeitung finden. Why are you closing? What? What's that smell? Greasy and delicious. Hello? Wilbur. How's it going, Wilbur? Can't complain. I mean, of course I can, but at least I have a job. And I pray it stays that way. By the way, hey, sorry about Mac. Yeah, well, what kind of feast are you guys having back there? Huh, smells good, huh? It's some hot dogs from a guy with a stand over at Long Park. By the way, I saw Frank the Worm there. Word is he's on Mayor Bradley's campaign now. He sends his regards. That he's part of the campaign team. That rat's up to something. He's reformed. I'll believe it when I see it. I think I'll swing by. Something about this stinks. Long Park, okay. How does this work? You know the drill, Foster. What's the matter with you? You bring me some evidence, you fill out the delivery form and I log it. Like we've always done. Okay, also wenn ich jetzt zum Beispiel... ich habe die Zeichnung nicht mehr. Ja, dann never mind. Bucket of water. This joint's leaking like a sieve. One of these days we're gonna have to swim out of this dump. Oh, nehmen wir mit. Why would you take a bucket of water? Why wouldn't I? Good point. Was haben wir hier noch für Dokumente liegen? These are entry forms for registering evidence. If you want to log evidence, you'll fill out a form first. No, not at the moment. Okay. Gut, dann haben wir aber noch einen Raum weiter oben. Offices. Gibt es da noch irgendwas Spannendes zu sehen? Das ist ja wieder genau dasselbe wie in der Lobby. Nee, Moment. Das ist das, was ich dachte, was die Lobby wäre. Oder? Ist Lobby also einfach nur Ausgang, ja? Okay, got it. Also hier ist einfach Map quasi. Ja. Okay, wir könnten zu dahin. Ich würde erstmal zur Psychiaterin gehen, ehrlich gesagt, um das einmal abzuhaken. Falls sie da ist. Hey Harvey, tell me a little bit about yourself. Are you married? Why do you talk so much? You haven't stopped talking for a moment. I talk so much because you talk so little. Someone's got to balance the universe. One moment. Dr. Striner's practice in this very building. You know her? Yes, we're working together on an innovative psychological profile based on various cult leaders. What are we doing here? A simple bureaucracy, it'll only take a moment. Right. Ich muss ja hin. First floor, Baker and Greenbaugh, attorneys at law. Second floor, Kingsburg Trading Company. And my favorite head doctor, Dr. Alan Striner on the third floor. Newspaper vending machine, The Arkham Advertiser, this morning's edition. We're in luck. One copper in the slot and we learn what the combustion quark's talking. Dafür habe ich die Münze, ne? What the hell? There's something in the slot that's stopping me from inserting the coin. So the rumors are true. Rumors? What rumors? A couple of weeks ago, Mayor Bradley revoked the Miskatonic Herald's license to sell through these machines. I guess he did it in a fit of rage over the article linking him to the Ku Klux Klan. I doubt very much that it's legal. Get to the point. Rumor has it that the Herald is sending its peddlers to sabotage the Arkham Advertiser machines. Well, the Fourth Estate Wars have just screwed us over. Mit dem Brieföffner dann vielleicht ein bisschen nachhaken? I hope I can get the gum out with the letter opener. I think this will do the trick. I'm a resourceful man. Okay, dann her mit der Zeitung. Ja, Mann. Können wir die gleich lesen? The renowned parapsychologist Philip Moore visits Arkham. Fans of mystery and the supernatural are in luck as the famous British popularizer of these topics will visit our city on his North American tour to present his new book, Spontaneous Human Combustion, a Reality. The gathering with the readers will take place tonight at the Esoteric Bookstore, the Ishtar Gate, where, in addition to signing copies, he will give a lecture on the book's chilling subject. The bookstore has decided to limit attendance at the event. Leading scholars on the subject and a small but select group of journalists will form the core of the lucky guests invited to the event. However, several cutout invitations have been made available to the general public and can be found in the pages of this month's issue of Strange Eons magazine. At 25 years of age and following in the footsteps of his father, Patrick Moore, pioneer to meta-psychic research, he has become one of the most famous popularizers of paranormal phenomena thanks to his successful books such as The Visitors and Behind the Veil, which recount the investigations carried out in his native England. Walter Block, a correspondent for this newspaper, will attend the event to interview Philip Moore about the strange and unusual events that cause some people to be reduced to ashes without any apparent external source of ignition. Tomorrow, we invite our readers to discover the mysteries of spontaneous combustion from one of its greatest experts. The smoothness of the economy of an 8, the economy of a 4. Walter P. Chrysler announces new Plymouth floating power and freewheeling at $655. Philip Moore, that's our man. The Ishtar Gate, ring a bell. Yes, the esoteric bookstore. It's on Weiss Street. Dankeschön. Dankeschön. Damit kann ich arbeiten. Apropos arbeiten. Oh. Is this Andrew Lincoln da? Good evening. Is this where the brain picking happens? Shh. Silence. What's going on? I'm with a patient who... Oh, Dr. Whitman, it's a pleasure to see you again. Doctor. I have a doctorate in psychiatry from the University of Massachusetts, Amherst. I can't see you right now, Mr. Foster. I must attend to Mr. Ullman first. What's wrong? I put him under hypnosis and he won't wake up. But there's no need to worry. Some patients take a while to come out of hypnotic lethargy. Lethargy. This guy, hypnotic lethargy, he's just asleep. Snap your fingers or whatever you do and get him out of there. It doesn't matter if he's asleep or still in trance. The protocol is very clear. What does the protocol say? We have to wait. To wait. Hey, buddy. This ain't no boarding house, so get off your ass and go home. Mr. Foster, I beg you not to disturb the patients. It would be dangerous for him to wake up suddenly. So I suggest you come back later and we can talk calmly. Oh, fuck off. Kann ich das mitnehmen? There's a seal from the Arkham Police Department. Please stop snooping around my desk and stay away from it. Okay, sorry. Dann halt nicht. Gut, dann kommen wir später wieder. Gar kein Problem. Dann ist jetzt die Frage, wo würde ich zuerst hingehen? Ich glaube, ich würde erstmal zum Park gehen. Oh, sweet. This park was built thanks to the generous donation of the Honorable Gideon Treadwell for the use and enjoyment of all good citizens of Arkham. Who was this Gideon Treadwell? A slave owner. Okay. Steht hier dasselbe? Long Metropolitan Park, opened in March 1864. Was this Eon? What are these magazines doing here? The bus company has placed a stand with various magazines at some stops to entertain passengers while they wait. It says so right there. And folks don't just walk off with them. Someone will, but they're usually old issues anyway. These magazines are for the exclusive use of Arkham Metropolitan Bus Network passengers. Please leave them in their place before boarding the bus. Thank you very much. Let's see what we have. Ladies Home Journal, Hollywood Spectator, Family Circle, Hard Pass. Entschuldigung. Das war's. Also haben wir nicht das, was wir hier brauchen. Schade. Vielleicht hat er das. Oh, do you know when the bus will arrive? It's taking longer than usual. No idea. But trust the motto of the Arkham Metro Bus Network. Punctuality is our commitment. Punctuality! I've been waiting here for over half an hour. Luckily, I'm entertained by these magazines. What are you reading? Strange Eons? Fuck off. Never heard of it till now. It's fascinating. What kind of stories does it push? There's a very interesting article about something called astral travel. Did you know that our soul can leave the body and travel, defying the laws of physics? Right, the magazine sounds interesting. Can I borrow it? To be honest, I'm having a revelation with this magazine. I didn't think there were so many unexplained and mysterious events in this world. Wait for the bus to arrive and I'll put it back. Sorry? Why don't you read something else? There are plenty of other magazines right there. They're the same old ones, but this one is new from the month. I'm liking it so much that when I get home, I'll subscribe to it. Keep reading. Okay, danke für deine Hilfe. Nicht. Open your eyes. Wake up.
Arkham will burn tonight. The city will be consumed by fire. You turned your backs on the signs, but the clock hasn't struck doom yet. And you must wake up. We must act now.
Ist er nackt? Okay. Bro. Well. Bradley. A Detective Foster. So Wilbur was right, you've reformed. Although I don't know if working for a politician counts as being reformed. I don't know what you're doing here, but I'm a brand new man with an honest job. I have the honor of being part of Mayor Bradley's campaign team. So, what's with all the stars and stripes, paraphernalia? These are local elections, not presidential. Mayor Bradley has always been known for his grandiloquence and vanity. Who's your friend? I don't like his attitude. He's probably a communist. Oh. Harvey, the guy who looks like he mugged Uncle Sam and took his clothes, is Frank the Worm. A pimp and extortionist I put in jail so many times he ended up hating it. Worm, meet my partner, Harvey Whitman. He'll be happy to bust you if this whole racket is to commit one of your misdeeds. I told you I'm a new man, and my name is Frank Morley. Worm is dead and buried, okay? Damn cops. Don't trust him. Was sind wir hier drin? The tray is empty. It's the tray of cinnamon rolls made by the Salvation Army widows. They've always been staunch supporters of the mayor. They're all gone. Ants the size of King Kong devoured them. This park is full of them. They even drove off with the hot dog guy. Flyers. It's our candidate selection program. You can take one if you wish. I've got plenty of toilet paper at home. Would you like one? I'm aware of Mayor Bradley's election program. You've heard it. They are all yours. What about this umbrella? The rainy season will soon begin, and Mayor Bradley has been kind enough to give away umbrellas to his citizens. All gone but that one. It's a very populist way to buy votes. Bradley is only looking out for the people of Arkham. Is that buying votes? Yes, I think so. You're not used to how elections work in a democracy, are you, huh? In my case, I'll let them buy my vote. I sell myself cheap. So I'm going to take this umbrella, looks solid. Hey! You can't take it. Why? It's busted and won't close. Voters would get a bad impression if they thought the mayor was giving away substandard gifts. Come back tomorrow if you want one. My colleagues will have replaced them by then. Anstrengend. Okay. Willst du das Sandwich? Thanks, but you can keep it. All I want is for the damn boss to show up. Kann ich dich erstechen? Schade. Line 5 stops here. Okay. Dann wäre doch jetzt der nächste Punkt eigentlich der Bookstore, weil das ist näher dran. Aber dafür brauche ich ja das Entry-Dingens. Ne? Das habe ich ja noch nicht. Also ich habe ja kein Magazin, kein Eintrittskärtchen. The Easter Gate. This is where the parapsychologist presents his book. I can't check the showcase while that guy is there. Hier ist auch die Linie 5. Und das ist der Bus. I hear shouting from inside. Let's go in and see what's going on. Ja, sicher, bitte. I won't say it again. Get off my bus.
Don't you have any compassion?
You get me fired, you damn hack. Hey, Arkham PD, what's the trouble? This woman, she got on the bus without a ticket and won't get off. Ma'am, you know you can't take a ride without a ticket, so I beg you to step down.
Don't get me wrong, I had to get on this bus due to force majeure.
Force majeure, spell it out.
My cane was stolen while I was sitting on a bench. I have fasciitis in the sole of my foot and I can't walk without it.
Not my problem. Let her finish, pal.
I barely made it to the bus stop so this gentleman could take me home. There's a stop right in front of my door. I told him I'd pay the fare as soon as we got there. I don't have any money on me.
Ma'am, don't keep telling me the same sob story. You can't get on here without a ticket, period. Why don't you take this lady home, pal? Road's the same with or without her, right? Are you mad? If the depot here is a colored woman rode without a ticket, I'm finished. If it were someone else, maybe nothing would happen, but a colored woman.
I wouldn't have bought it if I could walk. Besides, your bosses don't need to know about it.
Get off.
I can't.
You're starting to annoy me. Keep it up and there'll be consequences. This is getting dull. Shall we go? We shouldn't leave that woman alone with him. Why? Let them deal with it. Look at his hand. A steel crank. And he's about to lose it. Damn it. Jack, that's not the way to solve things. Okay, sorry. What's the crank in your hand for? None of your business. Hand it over before something bad happens. Hey, Jack. This guy's out of his mind. He'll probably react violently if you take the crank away from him. I wouldn't advise it. And what would you advise? Resolve this diplomatically. Ich würde die Crank aber gern haben wollen. Why don't you take her? She's your only passenger. Why don't you take her home? The poor woman can't walk and I can see she's the only passenger. That's because everyone else has gotten off.
Because you stopped the engine and refused to continue the ride until I got off.
Doesn't her story move you at all? She could be your grandmother.
My grandmother would have paid for the ticket. And you, aren't you moved by the fact that I could lose my job? Half the staff have already been laid off because of the crisis and I don't want to be the next one.
Come on, be reasonable.
She's the one who needs to be reasonable. Take her away and let me get on with my job.
You want to say something, Harvey?
Yes.
Sir, would we be in this situation if she weren't black? Listen, pal, I'm no racist, but she didn't even have the decency to move to the back where her kind belongs. Ooh. Don't get any funny ideas. Are you trying to start a revolution between us?
A what now?
You know, you won't get off this bus until black people are no longer forced to sit in the back. You've got it all figured out. Make a scene, get some support, and maybe this little gesture will be the start of something.
What are you talking about? If I could walk, I wouldn't be on this filthy bus.
Hey, you! Don't put ideas in her head. Are you sure you can't walk?
I told you I have fasciitis in the sole of my foot. I can't do it without support. This pain is unbearable.
Promise you pay the ticket to the driver.
Of course, I'm an honest person.
You hear that? Fire it up and let's be done.
You expect me to trust someone who got on without a ticket? This company has a strict policy. No ticket, no right.
How about we pay for it?
Would you do that for me?
It won't be enough. I've been stuck here for over an hour because of this woman, and several passengers haven't been able to make their journey. Are you covering that loss too? You're very stubborn, aren't you? Just make an effort and walk away. This man is not going to change his mind.
It's impossible for me to walk without support. Ich dachte, es geht an ihn, sorry.
If I could, I'd be long gone by now. Ja. The only thing he cares about is getting this woman up the bus. Okay, ich gehe erstmal raus. Ich komme später nochmal wieder. Vielleicht, wenn ich irgendeine andere Idee habe. Aber liebe Leute, für heute würde ich erstmal sagen, soll es das mit diesem Part gewesen sein. Blub, 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 2 und speichern. Wir sehen uns übermorgen zum nächsten Part wieder. Gehen wahrscheinlich, ich weiß noch nicht, ob wir hier schon rein können, aber wir gehen auf jeden Fall dann mal zu diesem anderen Ort noch mit dem und bis dann und ciao.